Nate's gonna text me.
If you put it together that quick, Cortez. My name Cortez. I'm gonna give y'all the raw shit.
All right.
Yeah. Y'all want the truth? Y'all about to get the truth.
Let's make our way. You wanna head down and check out? Let's go. All right. So we're here live in Ferguson, Missouri. We're just at the Quick Trip station that's been burned down. It's ground zero for the protest, for those that are not familiar with the situation. Earlier today, a state of emergency was issued. They've given a curfew, midnight to 5 a.m. No one can be out. And we've seen a lot of police. We're going to make our way down this road and check out the force that they have here so far. So we drove through before stopping. We saw just rows of police, various agencies, different counties. We're going to go check out and see exactly who's here. Looks like a lot of people just disappeared from the street. Just a few minutes ago, there were a ton of people in the street. It's raining, so, you know, a lot of people just took shelter underneath the gas station. Well, let's go check out and see what's going on down here.
We gonna stay with you.
So this street is West Florissant Road. This has been, this stretch of road has been sort of the main epicenter of these protests that have been going on for the past week. Straight down this way, there's the liquor store that Mike Brown is accused of robbing. It's pretty wet here. But just the other day, we saw a bunch of people looting the stores around here, so it got pretty rowdy. And now that the police are saying that everyone's got to go in at noon, the locals are saying they're going to fight back. Midnight. What's up? Midnight. Midnight, sorry. All right, someone's yelling, get all the media out.
They cars might not be the same cars as they stand next to us, just like the what you call the other guys, the tourists. Everybody wait for opportunity.
So right now we got a tour guide with us. This is Cortez. He's going to be showing us around, explaining to us what exactly is going on and how people are feeling.
Cortez, say hi.
Cortez.
What's up, America? The world is live. Would you go home? Ask yourself, would y'all go home? Especially if you feel like it's a reason for you to be out here. Would you go home, literally? Nobody's going home tonight. It's about to be crazy.
What do you think is going to happen when the police come in?
Man, what you think, literally?
I think it's going to look like last night.
What? A war zone? Last night, people wasn't shooting at the police. Police wasn't shooting at them. Tonight, grenades, bombs. Army guns. Army guns. They debating a nigga word. There's so many debates and fights out here that anything can happen. Fuel on fire what creates a bigger fire, right? That's what the tape did yesterday, a bigger fire. So that's why the foods went in domino.
So right now we're down here with, we've got Elite J. Sperry. She's one of our writers. She's been down here for quite a while reporting on what's been going on. And we've got our guide Cortez, who's he's from the area. He's been explaining to us how people feel. He's showing us around. We actually just got to check out the other side of Ferguson, which is just a whole lot of really nice houses. Actually, it's a pretty massive stable too, horses. So, you know, from the looks of it, from the press, from the outside, it seems like this is it's like a bad part of town. But, you know, Cortez showed us that there's actually another side. It's kind of nice.
There's too much strange shit out here. Nah, they sticking around.
It looks like there's different groups, like different pockets of people that are with each other, you know?
Yeah. There's different points of different neighborhoods.
Class war now. Spray painted on the boards here.
Kevin Johnson. Nobody told y'all about that?
Nah, tell us who's Kevin Johnson, man.
Kirkwood. Kirkwood police officer. Almost like the same situation here. Kirkwood police officer was agonizing a young boy that was, 14, 13 years old. The young boy had a heart condition. And I think he either ruffled him up. He roughed him up or did something to him, and the guy had a heart attack. The young boy had a heart attack. His older brother, Kevin Johnson, 15 minutes later, killed the same police, killed his brother. He was assaulted and all type of shit after he killed the police. This shit been going down. It ain't just Ferguson, man. Kirkwood. I take you out in Kirkwood. Shit, that shit looks so good. You wouldn't think they'd be out there doing that to motherfuckers, but yeah, they do that shit everywhere, man. It ain't just Ferguson. What's up, man? Yeah, he agree. Look, he agree, and he know. He probably knows stories. This shit ain't just Ferguson. That's why you see motherfuckers from different places everywhere. Motherfuckers out here to fight, man. They fight. It's different fights out here.
Boy, you just said, oh God, I can't believe it.
You were telling us before that it seems like, you know, people, they're not just out here for Mike Brown anymore. Everyone's got a story.
Hey.
And now we see Kevin Johnson.
How many stories I done told y'all?
You told us a lot of stories.
The last 15 minutes of different motherfucking people's stories. We can stop them. They probably got a story for you. How the police done their people. Probably killed them or not killed them. Or probably almost killed them, put a gun to their head because they wanted to. And this shit, man, that's what I say, man. This shit ain't
there we
just
go.
happening. It's just, I guess, this the loudest fight that somebody put down.
Yeah, let's go meet the police.
Y'all want to go meet the police?
Yeah.
What? Stop for 1 sec. Here, one sec. Stay where you were. Cortez, what are we looking at?
What's up?
Police, the wildest beauty town.
Yeah, there's a large group of police in front of JC
Sam's
Wireless in
Market
Beauty
right
Town.
there, Ferguson Market right there, ground zero.
Sam's Market was big in the news. The local stories picked it up big this morning.
Everything on West Florissant is big. People that ain't never talk to their family that stay on West Florissant, they getting calls. This shit is big now. Should have been big a long time ago.
There's a lot of people out, man.
But it's for a reason, man. I want to see change, man, but I don't think it's going to be all the way changed, man.
It just seems like there's going to be more fuel on the fire, like you were saying.
Man, that's it. Them brothers right there got automatic weapons on their hip.
How can you tell?
Huh?
How can you tell?
Ask your correspondent friend right there if they got automatic weapons on their hip. I just showed them.
The cops or the people? These people right
Yeah,
here.
right there. Check it out. Wait. Now just watch hips.
Yeah.
Watch hips, man. You see one brother here. This shit is, you ain't even hit right there. Right there is 115. Look at the hip. Look at the hip.
Oh, yeah.
Between the two ladies with the umbrellas. That's a baby chopper on the side of his hip. Baby AK. You think motherfucker gonna play with him? Look, they going in front.
Yeah, let's. So right now across the street, looks like there's a large group of press and locals. They're having some kind of conference. And we're gonna make our way across the street and figure out what's up. I think she went across the street.
And we have to not look at everybody the same. I don't know how we're going to do this at the end of the night, but we don't want any surprises. We don't want at 11:50 stores mistreating people or anything of that nature. We want to make sure that everybody's handled with respect because we're all out here trying to be effective. And as we can see, nothing has happened. We had no incident. So we just want to keep it on that accord. So, I mean, I know things are tense and everybody's agitated, but everybody's around here trying to make it. Those of us that have wisdom and intelligence and those that are even killed are trying to make sure that we have some type of amicability in this exchange, even though we're dealing with a crisis. So we can kind of keep those lines of communication open and respect one another enough that we're all human beings and that we're dealing with a pain and a hurt. And we deal with pain and hurt differently, so we need to understand that. It's not that people want to act out, you know, and some do, but the majority of people that live in here just want justice. And if that's not followed through, it's like young people acting in a manner that happens. So the peace people will be here.
I appreciate everything you said and about respect, and I appreciate when we're going to do that. Let's treat each other with respect. Let's treat our neighborhood with respect, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate it. Look forward to hearing from you, sir.
All right, okay, all right.
So this is Captain Ronald Johnson, state troopers. Who looks like he's giving statements to some of the locals here. We saw him over the past few days. He's been marching with the protesters.
So the big question is, what's going to happen in 12:01 for everybody who's out here?
We have a midnight curfew. We're asking for everybody to go home in peace, and we'll show up tomorrow and we'll be able to speak our mind and once again voice our opinions.
Will people
What
be
about
cited
the
for
curfews around it,
violations?
though?
Or,
Excuse me,
I mean, do you
Chief.
plan to use force at that time?
What about
or-
the curfews around it? Because, you know, Delwood implemented a 10 o'clock curfew. Jennings implemented a 10 o'clock curfew. So basically you have different curfews and they've got them blocked in. So if they're walking, like...
I'll have to check it on that. That's something news to me.
No, it's all over.
I'm saying I haven't heard it, so I don't want to lie to you because they give you an answer that I don't have. Okay? Well, let's everybody try to go home and let's have some peace. So, yeah. You're doing all right? All right. Okay? Great. All right.
Captain, if the protesters don't disperse by midnight, do you intend to use force?
My hope that everybody's going to go home and enjoy the night, and we'll be able to come back out tomorrow and continue our protest.
And what about the journalists that are out?
This is the area for them.
We have some staging areas. Okay, watch yourself. Excuse me.
Be open all night.
In regards to using force? Well, they just said we have this area open for you all night. You know,
We're looking over there.
no idea. I haven't heard any official statement from anyone saying that they're going to arrest press. But what they have said is that this is the green zone where press.
I think they've enjoyed a day of peace, peaceful protest. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Yeah. I think this shows what we can do when we come together. I went over there, saw a lot of individuals saying it's time to go home. And really noticed they may have been here every night, but shirts that saying peace, peacekeepers. And I think that's a plus.
Good deal.
I'm looking at them now. I'm seeing people walking down the street this way. I saw people walking down the street this way. So I think people are walking. I think today we were all out here. Myself, Colonel of the Highway Patrol, we walked down and talked to people and listened to people. And we were separated. But we were talking about the same thing. People were asking about issues about law enforcement changes and things like that, and they were getting the same answer. I think that just shows that no matter the color of our skin, we're going to talk about what's right, we're going to talk about things that we think we need to do to improve law enforcement. I was telling the Colonel today that I thought it was important that he came out here, and I was glad that he chose to come out and walk with us this morning, and I think it's just paying great dividends. And so I'm just looking down the street. People are going home. I mean, if you look back, the people are walking the opposite way. Because I think it's time that we know that we've got to save this street, we've got to save this community, and we have to save these buildings. But I think this afternoon I talked about that a lot of our elderly citizens that can't go any further than this, that our actions are impacting them and their ability to shop and enjoy McDonald's and buy meat and some of those things. And tomorrow's Sunday.
You've got a bit of a heavy heart today. I've seen you walking around. You had a spring in your step earlier on the week. You look like maybe it's the tiredness.
You know what? I think my heart is heavy today. My heart's kind of been heavy all day. Today I've kind of went by heard some stories, and it really touched my heart. And there's been a lot of stress. Matter of fact, I don't know where he's at, but me and one of the majors today, we've gotten so frustrated and kind of got at each other. We were in a meeting today, and several other people left the room. We both found ourselves crying. And we hugged each other for just a couple of minutes. So there are some difficulties, but we're going to make it through it. And I'm just looking around right now. My heart's heavy, but it's happy because I'm looking at the crowd is here. We'll have people running all across the streets. And today's a good day.
What kind of stories did you hear that upset you?
I met Michael Brown's family. I met his uncle and his two cousins today, and just talking to them and them saying that they appreciate everybody being out here. And they just talked about what today's meant and what all this week has meant, and about sons and daughters. Little kids coming up and saying, I just want to come out and meet the police today and meet you, and coming out and just being here and being supportive of everybody here. So it's a good day.
What's the long-term solution for this community?
The long-term solution is healing. It's healing. And we can walk these streets again, and we can remember that we've made some changes here that will impact this nation. You know, we go through our lives and we talk about, have you ever heard the saying about it's that dash in our life that's important? There's going to be a dash in everybody's life here that's going to be important for years to come and after we're gone. And I think we're just going to be a better community for it. And I think you'll see years to come, people will want to come to Ferguson just to see it, just to talk to somebody who was out here.
You guys aren't going to be here forever, though. I mean, what happened? You know, eventually, this power is going to have to be transferred back to the Ferguson Police Department. So, what sort of reforms are you recommending to them?
And that is true. It's going to have to be. And you know, it's ironic that you asked that question. But we were just talking about that tonight. There's going to have to be a transition, and that's going to be something that we're going to have to work with. But the community is going to have to be involved in that transition, how it works, and making it work.
It's going to be the last thing that you try tonight before you have to resort to force. So you're going to come down personally and talk to people.
The last thing I'm going to try tonight is to say that I love you all. I love this community, and I'm really honored to be standing here with you and talking with you and just being a part of this week and listening to you. So if we see someone, let's ask them to go home. Let's ask them to go with us. And let's just have some peace, and that the eyes are watching us of this nation, and then we wake up in the morning, we can be proud. We'll look at the news reports, and there'll be so many positive things talking about Ferguson, Missouri. Thank you.
It's been some stressful days for you. How do you get the energy every morning?
None at all. Y'all move, we move. Y'all shoot, we shoot. Y'all dogs, we dogs. We with it. Tonight, there's no peace at all. Answers is what we want. Give us that, or there will be no sleep. None at all. Black talk. I got the black man out here talking for the white man for what? There's no reason at all. I'm not scared of your bed. I'm not scared of your bag. I'm not scared of your stick. That means nothing to me. I need answers tonight. For what? Why is this? Why has this happened? Why are we out here? Answer me this. Why are we out here?
I answer your question. Listen to you, and I want you to listen to me. Let's not scream at each other.
You first.
We're out there to get answers. If I had answers to give you, young man, I would. And there's answers. This question that you're asking, trust me, if I could give you some answers, I know it would allow all of us to go home tonight. But I guarantee you that every night when I go home and I wake up, I'm looking for some of the same answers that you're looking for. And I will continue to do that. But I want you to continue to voice your opinion, okay? But I want to do it in a way that we're peaceful. I don't want you to get into any confrontations with anybody out here, because when I come in tomorrow, I want to see you tomorrow. I also want you to know that I want you to go home. I know your mother wants you to be home, your father wants you to be home, or if you don't live at home, wherever you live. And I want you to have some answers. But I guarantee you that when these days are over, and we're all back in our homes, these answers that we look for today, and we're going to get, are going to make our lives a whole lot better, make our communities better. We will rebuild these stores. These stores will be rebuilt. I know they will. I know they will. I know these businesses will come back. I know today somebody will create a new business. I know somebody right home thinking, you know what, I'm going to start a business there. So I know you want some answers, and you deserve those answers. And I'm not going to tell you that you don't deserve answers, and we are going to get some answers. Today, 40 gentlemen from the FBI in suits and ties walked in that neighborhood down there to get you that answer. And that walk that they did went past the steps of Missouri all the way to the White House. I think we're going to get some answers.
So why are you out here speaking for Ferguson Police Department? If you're not even Ferguson, Mr. Johnson, you're a state control officer.
Let me tell you something. I want to make this clear to everybody. I'm not speaking for Ferguson. I'm speaking for the Missouri State Highway Patrol. That's what I'm speaking. I'm speaking for all the citizens of the state of Missouri. To be honest with you, if I was what's right, and I'm going to be honest with you what's wrong. Okay? So I appreciate you.
I need answers, sir. Like, for real. Like, I salute you, but why are you speaking for him? Why are you speaking for him? He can't speak for him. You need to speak for us. We need answers. We need answers. Why did that man get gunned down in cold blood?
Can I tell you something?
Why did he get gunned down in cold blood?
Can I tell you something?
Why did they wait? Why did they wait to put the video out? Why are these things happening now?
Some of the things that you're asking me, I've got some whys to some of those same things. But what I want to tell you, what I want to change, if you talk about speak for us, you know what us should be, and what you should believe us is, I know you don't believe it today, but what us should be all of us. Not separating, not two North County, not two Missouri, not two United States.
I'm talking about us as a whole, bro.
And that's what I'm talking about. It should be us as a whole. And I guarantee you, just like the answer that you want, there's people that are white, Hispanic, Asian. When you look around here, there's a lot of people that say, you know what, we're out here protesting. We're out here asking for change. It isn't just us. It's everybody. It's everybody. We're going to get some answers. I promise you that.
So if you have answers, why not incarcerate the man who did it?
I do not have that authority to do that. I do not have that authority.
But they do. Why are they hiding him? Why is he in hiding? Why is he in witness protection? And he did it. If that was me committed a murder, I'd be locked up.
I just told you today that FBI got involved today. We'll make it snap.
What about internal affairs? Internal affairs, where are they?
The FBI is a lot bigger than internal affairs. Trust me. I'm trying to get you. I'm not just saying that. I'm trying to get you some answers. I could have just walked away. I could have ignored you. And you know what? And I know in the past you have been. I just walked away and I didn't do it. I stopped. I wanted to hear what you got to say. And I want the nation to hear it.
Captain, do you think it would help your mission if more information is shared with the public? Captain.
I will too. I've been out here every day.
Captain.
Trying to get the same answers.
Captain, do you think it would help your mission if more information is shared with the public?
Thanks,
Yeah, I've got some shit on. I'm pretty clear.
Well, it doesn't look like there's going to be too much observation. I'm going to remove everybody's fine and take this attention off of me because that's not working.
I understand that you're going to start arresting people immediately at midnight. We want to be able to take down names so that we can pass them on to people who are serving as legal counsel. Will you allow people wearing the yellow T-shirts to do that?
Let's just think positive.
Sir,
let's think positive.
I'd love to think positive, but can we also just be practical? There's a lot of people out on the street tonight.
Can you, if you stand over there, just trust me. All right, it'll be okay. You can go back. I know where you are. I know where you are.
Okay.
I know where you are. I just say that. Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Thank you. I'm asking him to allow human rights and legal observers to stay after the curfew and take down notes and make sure that the police are behaving in accordance with the requirements of law and protecting human rights.
Did you ask?
Yes.
And what was the response?
He said he's going to get back to me sometime before midnight.
What is your name?
Margaret Huang with Amnesty International.
Margaret Huang?
Huang.
W-N-G?
H-U-A-N-G.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
War first. Where are you headed?
To the McDonald's, because he knows that's where I'm waiting.
But just a few minutes ago, an activist confronted Captain Johnson, and he wanted answers. That was what he said over and over again. He was asking, where's internal affairs? Why are they hiding the officer who shot Mike Brown? But it's hard to tell exactly what's going to happen. You know, we just saw someone from, it looks like Amnesty International, asking them if they will allow the legal observers and Human Rights Watch to stay after curfew. Rain picked up a little bit, but we still have a little bit of time before the curfew is enacted, so we'll see what happens. 5 more minutes. Yeah, the batteries are good. For those of you that are watching, we're just trying to change the frequencies on the mic if we're having some issues. We're about 45 minutes out from the curfew. Now, about 10 or so minutes ago, there was a journalist asking Captain Johnson about the neighboring city's curfew. She said that the cities surrounding Ferguson have enacted 10 p.m. curfews, which are already in effect. But, as for those other cities' curfews, there wasn't really a turn on that either. We've seen several members of the National Lawyers Guild, the legal observers. Those that aren't familiar, they pretty much exactly what it sounds like. They come in, they monitor protests, and they're legal observers, they're witnesses to what happens.
I'm going down there to get my...
Yeah.
Got it? All right, so we got the frequency reset. Not just yet? All right, almost. Yeah. So the rain's coming. Thunder and lightning. Here's your official weather report. It's good? All right. Let's go. So we just heard from this gentleman who is standing behind us. I'm not sure his official title, but in the past few days we saw him organizing for Captain Johnson, setting up interviews for him, that if we're not in this lot when curfew happens, we're going to stay here till 5 a.m. So, I mean, you can pretty much see it's a pretty small lot, but he did say there's overflow in the back, but, it's still not a whole lot of room back there for the amount of journalists that are here. I guess there's going to be a lot of people stuck here till 5 a.m. Yeah. Man. Yeah, but let's get out of the rain. Let's find some something to go underneath so I can get my phone out. So for those that are just tuning in, just a quick recap as to what's going on. This is Ferguson, Missouri. These are the sites of the Michael Brown protests that have been going on for just about a week now. And we've seen very heavy-handed police tactics, but there's also been some looting. So it's been a bit aggressive on both sides. And just the other day, we saw the police moving in. The police threw tear gas, and that sparked more looting. The people didn't take it too well. We're going to try and find something to get underneath. It's raining pretty heavily, so we can make a phone call and find the rest of our crew. Let's. You want us to go under here? But if you want to find out more, make sure you go to vicenews.com.
We gotta win tonight, not them. Not them. Let's roll out. We gotta win tonight, not them. Come on, let's go. Roll on, man. Ain't nothing else out here. Come on, let's go.
What's up?
You try to speak to one of the peacekeepers. They're like basically trying to talk people into going home.
Oh, these are like
With
community
too much
organizers?
success. Yeah.
There was a guy that was on the right side of the stage at the governor's conference. He the one with the bullhorn trying to tell everybody. That's why I said it wasn't. The older heads was out here the other night, but they wasn't out here all night. Like, you get tired. If you out here for hours and hours, you get tired. So once they got to go in, they was in the house probably when they got the car that stupid asses was back on stupid shit. Look. Yeah. Look. Stupid shit. That's the peacekeeper trying to tell another peacekeeper. Little brother. Trying to tell him to go home. Straight up.
Sounds like they're peacekeepers, these community organizers that are walking around trying to convince everybody to go home.
How do you stop your brother from doing something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
So we just saw an activist go up to Kevin Johnson and he said, "We're not going to go home." He said, "You shoot, we shoot. Your dogs, we're dogs."
That's another activist. See, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different sections, different people out here, man. Different sections, different people. Different thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get different problems tonight. Everybody ain't going to live.
The vibe is just way different from yesterday, and the day before.
Hey, the vibe yesterday was... Now today you can't feel it. It's up and down.
Yeah. It's all different. There's just different pockets of people that sort of have a different energy to them.
What time is it? You must be keeping track now.
I'm here all night.
What's the plan at midnight?
We're just watching the businesses. That's what we're told.
Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
We're local.
From Ferguson?
No, Norman.
The car responding to new location behind target 59 Boston.
I don't see anyone name badges. Where's the badge?
Right there.
Is that special for tonight? You guys aren't wearing
I don't. Mine's not on because I got my outer vest on.
Me too. I think I can see it. It looks like you guys are all from different units, maybe?
Yes, we are.
How is it working together? Who's the boss here?
Wonderful guys. There is no boss here. They left.
If there's no boss, who makes the call, like, what to do?
There's no call to make. Radio. Stand around. Yeah.
The radio?
The radio tells us what to do.
I wish I had a radio like that.
Talking box. Talking box.
So the rain's finally let up a bit, which is awesome. But that's probably just gonna give it up, you know, it makes it easier for people to stick around. So we're still seeing the peacekeepers walk around, megaphone, trying to get people to leave. And it sounds like the police, they don't have any orders yet, you know, or I should say the orders they have so far, watch the businesses. We don't, well, at least according to the police, the person in charge is the radio. That's who's gonna tell them what to do when it's time to do something. We can assume it's gonna be Captain Johnson because we're told he's in charge. But, you know, the clock's ticking. About another half an hour until the curfew. Well, should we, yeah, let's go walk back down. And it looks like actually a lot of the people that were over here earlier are not. And it stopped raining, so you kind of expect to see more people, but you don't. Did you see where Cortez went and Alice?
There's a people that's opposing violence and segregation, how to protest. We don't know how to protest. We don't. We do not. This is what it is. Looting is different from stealing. That was an act of destruction and thievery. You know, that was not, that wasn't looting. Looting, if you've seen on television, they flipping over cars, they burning up stuff. They're not taking merchandise for their game. You know, so what I'm here for is to keep it peaceful, educate individuals on how to protest, stay on the sidewalk. What goes on in California and New York is different from Missouri. It's a different state, a different statute of limitation.
So you met a lot of protesters that are coming from out of state?
Yeah, yes, but it's different. You can't, what you do in New York, you can't do here. You know, so what it's been going on. What we've been doing, like, I'm trying my best to keep my police officers together as much as I can. I tell them, you know, keep up the good work. The police is the police, you know, regardless of what, if you dislike what one or two officers conduct themselves, is not the police. It's that officer. And so for you to curse at all the departments, you know, I feel like that's kind of, what you want to call it? Huh? Yeah.
They heard about it at their lunch table.
And I feel like that you're being a hypocrite, because as soon as something goes wrong at your front door, your residence, you're going to call 911 and expect them to come out to your rescue. But then you're out here antagonizing them, cursing them out, and that's not an act of peace. This is a protest, and I'm looking into the camera. This is a protest for non-violence. How do you protest? You act out what you want. You act out your right. You don't want violence, you will not be violent. You know, if you want equality, you will show, you know, your rights of being equal. I'm going to sit at the same table as you, or I'm going to ride at the same, you know, same spot on the bus.
People have been told that even if they're protesting peacefully, if they're out after midnight, they will.
And that's when you go to your political officials. That's when you take your mass and your group and you go to your political officials. That's when you go to Chief Dotson. That's where you go to Mayor Dixon. That's when you go to your city officials. That's when you get your lawyers involved. It's a correct way to do everything. This is not the correct way to protest if your civil rights is being taken from you. It's a proper way to do it.
Thanks so much.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Have a good night. Okay. I understand that, but that's why I'm out here. But you know what?
be better. They don't never think about that.
I can say with my own, I'm in North City.
I'm out here for my son.
I understand that. I got 4 boys and 2 girls. But it's cause and effect. You know, a police officer is not just gonna walk up to you and harass you. It's cause and effect.
What said me? The fuck you doing? Just like they told him. Come on, y'all, let's go. It ain't nothing no more to talk about. Them brothers said they want a peaceful night, so it's a peaceful night. They need to get all them killers that's in the cuts out there.
Give me a check back.
Let's go, y'all.
God bless you.
For real, let's go. I don't want to stand in front of these motherfuckers.
He's just mad. It's all right.
Take your hands out of here. Come on. Please, let's go. Take it to my car. I'm still getting mad. Motherfucker want to take up for them. Fuck on. I mean, yeah, that's the right side. You want them to do better, you got to do better. It's the same shit I've been preaching all along. But the ones that act like they don't know that the shit been going down, they know. They just don't get no fuck. Fuck up out of here. They need to be worried about them young motherfuckers that's in the cuts. For real. They ain't gonna come over here talking. Y'all wanna be out here when the gunfire started, don't y'all? Probably wanna go see the guns right now.
I don't think that's it. I think we want to be out here. We want to know what's going to happen. We want to see what's going to happen. But
you see what it is, man. You see the mixture. Some motherfuckers listen. Look. Just look. Police on the side right there. But look how many motherfuckers is in front of them that ain't listening, recording, that ain't going nowhere. And it's 11:32 Central Time. 30 more minutes. Look, we still got people
Did you hear anything about curfews in the cities around Ferguson?
Fuck no. So that's what we're going to do.
Well, no. There's a journalist talking to Captain Johnson. She said that Delwood and some of the other cities around have enacted a 10 p.m. curfew, and if anybody tries walking out when the curfew happens here, they're going to get arrested. But that's just...
How the fuck can you do that? How the fuck can you do that?
I don't know.
What the fuck is this? This the new Nazi Germany. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it stopped raining, but it looks like a lot of people left.
I just don't know. I wish I had night vision. See behind these stores. And these apartments got over 1,000 units in it of Section 8 living people, right?
You think people are hiding out and waiting?
You think they're going to stay in the house all night? You think police ain't going to be able to come through there, that's all. Police going to keep their scary ass on this main road. That's what's going to happen. On this main road. That's why they were scared when it get dark and all that. It's trails to get to these stores from them apartments all through those bushes.
Yeah, you can see the apartments.
You think they gonna go through them cuts to go see if anybody's in their house? Think that's gonna happen?
So what do you think's gonna happen? You think people are gonna be coming out?
My friend from RT I was telling y'all about right here. Yeah, baby, this is my neighborhood. I told you.
So have the peacekeepers been successful in...
I ain't about to stick on shit. I got the cameras for me. I ain't about to stick on shit. How y'all looking? I might pick this bitch up. Don't do it though, bro. These motherfuckers like that. In the court, you don't know what they got in the court, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't stop every fucking court. Now look at all this crowd down here.
Yeah, that crowd's still big.
Yeah, then a lot of the people that stayed in the corner where he was killed. A lot of the young people that was friends with him. Now that's where the heart is. You think they gonna give up? That's why I told him, man, you need to go down there and tell them they want to kill him.
If the attitude that these people have is similar to what we saw when the activists went and confronted Captain Johnson, seems like they're going to be here all night.
Like I said, it's different. You hear different people on bullhorns because it's different factions.
Yeah.
I got 30 more minutes before the war starts.
30 more minutes.
Right on, big dog. We already know.
30 more
That's
minutes.
your boy. I'm a local. I already know. All right. I got creeps, cuts, and all. We gonna get the fuck up out of here. I fuck around, go to one of my people's house. We gotta go in. I'm for real, man.
You think it's gonna get that bad that we got to split soon?
They gonna jump off something before 12 o'clock. Before 12. Look, you know it. We've been having that shit up, and they still killing us. Look. Some people want to prove points.
Yeah. All right, so for those that are just tuning in right now, we're here in Ferguson, Missouri, at the site of the Michael Brown protests. Yesterday, we saw looting, very aggressive action. The police fired tear gas, formed a line, and this set protesters off. So this morning, the governor announced a state of emergency and a curfew at midnight to 5 a.m. So we're just about a half an hour until the police said everyone has to be indoors. We don't exactly know what's going to happen, but if our guy here, Cortez, is right, it's going to get really bad. He says there's people here who've got something to prove. You know, a lot of these people who are out, they're friends with Mike Brown, and they're still here. But it's 26 more minutes. But if you want to find out more, you can follow me on Twitter at Timcast, Timcast. Make sure to check out vicenews.com and at Vice News on Twitter and Instagram for more context as to what's been going on this past week. We'll be down here reporting. We'll be here live as long as we can, as long as it's safe for us to be here. But the clock's ticking, and curfew is midnight. We'll see what happens.
Like we're in Afghanistan.
These are the legal observers. Did you guys want to tell us a bit about what you do for the camera?
They're bailing people out.
So we're with the National Lawyers Guild. We're lawyers, legal workers, and Jailhouse Lawyers Association. We protect people's civil rights, and we help people who are being unjustly prosecuted for crimes they didn't commit. And we're here basically just documenting what the police are doing.
Are you guys worried about the curfew?
Well, you know, it's interesting because in Philadelphia, there was recently a case where the police cleared the streets for a curfew, and I think it was a federal court ruled that people's civil rights, the First Amendment rights, actually trump all curfews. So regardless of what happens here, it seems possible that the courts will rule against the curfew.
What do you think, the police will still move in, or do you think...
I think clearly that the police will still move in.
They will? Yeah. You guys aren't worried about getting arrested or getting shot at?
I think that people's rights are worth risks.
Yeah.
So we'll be here to document what goes on.
Yeah. Hi.
I used to watch your live streams during Occupy 3 years ago. I was watching your live
What's your
stream.
name?
Heather.
Heather, nice to meet you.
My fingers dislocate when people try to shake
Oh.
my hands.
Okay, we'll fist bump. Stay safe. Are you worried about the curfew?
My mom just got here to pick me up. We're probably gonna go right before because I still have community service from last summer that I have to do from getting arrested at the Trayvon Martin protest in St. Louis.
Are you local, or are you?
I grew up in Columbia, and my mom's from St. Louis, and we live in St. Charles right now. So it's kind of funny though when we come over here. It's like all of our neighbor, St. Charles is. There's a lot of white people in St. Charles. and there's a lot. I mean, there's so much segregation in Missouri because we were a border state. We still had slavery after the Emancipation Proclamation, so we're an extremely segregated state. And so when we said, "Oh, we're going over to Ferguson," like, "Oh my God!" And like it's a war zone or something. These are like the nicest people ever. I mean, I can't go 20 feet down the street without somebody checking on me to make sure I'm okay. And, do you need anything? Do you need help? But these are the nicest people ever.
So why do you think the police act the way they do?
Because they're racist. I mean, the county and Ferguson obviously are. And
That's the truth.
Well, it was good meeting you. Stay safe.
yeah, I follow you. I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
So basically, they were saying that all the media is being crowded up towards the end of West Ferguson,
just
where
Timothy
McDonald's
Pool,
is.
and then you'll find
But
it.
they're hearing that a lot of people went home that are planning to come out at midnight. So people are like hiding behind buildings or going home. And she recommended we head over there, but I think we should go check out what's happening here.
I don't know what the right word is. It's kind of a mixture of like happiness and sadness. When you meet really, really nice people down here who they're really sincere, and but you know they're facing a potentially dangerous situation. I think it's interesting to hear from the National Lawyers Guild, though. They're telling us that in a recent case in Philadelphia, the courts overruled the curfew, saying that the First Amendment trumps all curfews. But they definitely think the police are coming out.
Some agitators, they ain't got shit to do with it. They about to come start some shit. You can see it on their face. And they 40, they 40 years old, look. That's why this shit ain't gonna stop. One last time you had a curfew. 13, 14, 15. Gosh. That's why you're a good girl.
And by one of the cars that you're calling.
Probably, yeah.
They ain't gonna stop coming.
Well, we've got 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should do that before.
Do you want to move the car over closer to the green zone, Claire? The liquor store parking lot. Actually, would you want to go do it? Yeah.
Are we gonna be able to come? Alright, let's go.
Claire, can I get the keys from you?
To move the car down this way. I mean, I think.
Here comes the rain again.
We got a driver to pull us out. He's got his partner on.
Put it by McDonald's because then we're up by the green zone so we can. I thought she was just going to come here. It's just on this road and to the left. Alicia is just going to move the car to McDonald's, and we can stay and do our thing. But you know, let's stay with Cortez. Well, let's coordinate. Are we going to meet Alicia? Where are we gonna meet you at?
I don't know, maybe
We should what?
one of my friends he said if we need, we can just go stay at his house. Remember we were parked before?
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do
We're
that.
parked now. Yeah.
All right, so
Don't
what's up?
Don't shoot!
We just want to be able to, know where we're going when if something goes down.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! No peace!
So this guy just yelled at us to put our camera down.
We get more people yelling at us carrying a camera. Rain's picking back up pretty hard, and the clock is ticking. We're getting pretty close to the curfew. So right now, everyone's trying to figure out what exactly they're going to do. The protesters, the people who are here, it seems like they're set. They're standing with their hands up, and they're going to stick around. But it seems like the journalists are getting ready. Thunderstorming here. There it is. So the local news trucks are gone.
I don't know what time it is right now, but it's almost 12.
You can't even get off while I'm blocking. by the way, so if anybody needs to get out, the guy that we just ran into, actually I think everybody should take his phone number. He lives inside the zone that they locked, and he's very happy to host any of us if you need help. So I'll text you guys the phone number.
Make a left up here in Cafe.
We're going to McDonald's, right?
Yeah, but don't go like all the way out to where the police line is, because I don't think they're gonna let us.
We can't go to McDonald's then, bro.
No, we'll stop a little bit before.
No, he can pull in his parking lot.
Or you guys
Pull
wanna
where
get
that
out
truck
there and we'll join
at.
you?
That's right where the police at. Like a little bit down. Go over to that truck on to the right. Pull on that parking lot.
And where we going, bro?
We can pull it right here, right behind him. I was just left from up here.
So is it getting a feed from the
Who
phone?
up here with the court?
No, the court across the street.
Do you guys want to get out and we'll join you?
Yeah, just pull on the lot. You can pull on the lot. That's close. The police you can see him right there.
We're gonna pull to McDonald's.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll see you back here.
See
Keep your
y'all
phone
later.
on. So I'm not
We
gonna
ain't gonna be able to
number.
see them, bro. We gonna have to see y'all in the morning or something.
Yeah.
See you later. So Nate is saying that he's not getting a feed.
No,
Oh yeah, sorry.
He was not responding.
That's not a good sign.
No.
I think at this point we should completely give up on seeing Paula and tell her to just go straight to the hotel.
What?
We should tell Paula to just go to the hotel. She's not going to be able to come here, and we're not going to be able to get out. So. Yeah, it's perfect. That's what it was yesterday. It's
Right here?
Yeah, and also, I don't know if he showed you guys, but there's a way that if we need to run out, we can run from here, behind the McDonald's, and get back to that neighborhood where we drove to before.
Okay,
So.
I just need your help.
Yeah. Oh, we are live.
Here, can you give me the iPhone?
Yeah, he said we're back on.
Oh, cool. Are we on through the iPhone or? All right, well, it's 11:56 p.m. For those that are watching now, we just had the rain, it sort of messed up our gear, but we're here, and we're just about 4 minutes away from curfew. So the St. Louis County Police are now pulling through. We've got police just to our left. Claire and Alice are inside the car trying to get the rig back up. But the rain stopped again. So there's a large group of what looks like media over in the green zone, the area where they're supposed to be safe from arrest. But we've got an RT crew, we've got an Al Jazeera crew. They're out here as well, just in front of this store, JC Wireless in Beautytown, where the police passing out water bottles. 3 more minutes until curfew. So now that I switched over to my phone, for those that are watching through live stream, I can actually answer some questions if you have any in the chat. But just to give you guys a quick recap of what's been going on, this is Ferguson, Missouri. It's the site of the Michael Brown protests. About a week ago, a young man was killed by a police officer, and that sparked just a lot of protest tension. There's been looting. There's been heavy-handed police action. And yesterday, the police threw a tear gas canister, which just sort of sparked everything again. So there was one day, 2 days ago, where things were pretty calm actually, and this whole area looked more like a block party than a protest. But sure enough, just last night, for whatever happened, we're hearing a lot of reports. Some people down here are saying that somebody was shooting at the police or somebody was shot by the police, and then the police used tear gas to try and disperse a group here. We're hearing from organizers who are saying you have to keep in mind there are peaceful people here. You can't throw a tear gas canister into a group of peaceful protesters because a few of them or a small group did something, they're aggressors, they're agitators. But today, following the second round of looting that happened at these stores, they're actually just straight ahead on the right. This orange sign is Field Beauty Supply. Was one of the stores, and the liquor store, which is just in front of us now. The governor declared a state of emergency and a curfew for midnight to 5 a.m. So that's what we're staring down right now, which is less than a minute away. All right, let me check this. You know what it is? It's this zip tie keeps turning it off.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So we are.
I might just
I think we should stay on this though.
on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can.
I'll be more conscious of it now that I know. Because it's just so what happened exactly. What is
The zip tie keeps turning it off.
Well, here. I'll be conscious. It's because I was fumbling with it a lot because of the rain. But as long as it's not raining, I can keep my eye on it.
All right, so we're gonna try and get the live feed started back up on our main camera rig. So we're gonna give that a shot right now. But in the meantime, it's midnight. Curfew is now in effect, and nothing's happened yet. So we're gonna make our way back down to where the staging area, the green zone, as it were. I wonder how much time we have before they start giving us the orders. So, all right, let's go to the quick trip. Well, we're not going to be able to get back to the car if we go to the quick trip. That's for sure.
Well, okay, we have 3 exit strategy. So one, depending on what situation goes, we have one car here, one car all the way down to Chambers, and then if we really can't get out, there's a guy that lives on Canfield.
Well, if we wanted to be at the quick trip, we shouldn't have moved the car.
Well, no, we need a car here in case we need to get out from this side.
Okay.
Because if by any, like one of the things that we were looking out for is like a way, if we do need to get closer to the cops and we do need to get closer where the media is supposed to be, then we should be able to, no?
Yeah, we can just cut this. I can cut this cable.
No, that's not. It's just not working anymore. I would have to sit down and take 5 or 10 minutes to get it to work again.
So this is off again?
That's not going to work. So our main camera rig is not going to come back online. But hopefully the iPhone folds up. In fact, I'm going to... grabbing the power cable to make sure that we can keep this going at all costs. Hey Claire, can I grab the battery from you?
Yeah. I'm gonna wear the helmet.
Sounds like a good idea. Is it in the front?
Big mess.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear it because I just can't see.
Okay.
So, Keith, what do you want to do?
Yeah. All right, Claire's going to gear up. It's 12:02 a.m. For those that are watching right now, it's officially past curfew, and we can still hear the chanting down the road. Just to my right, we've got a large group of press that are staying in the green zone, and a few journalists who are venturing out, facing a potential risk. So I can hear thunder, and straight ahead, there are the protesters chanting, "Hands up, don't shoot." So for those that are just tuning in, you can follow all of us. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Timcast, TIMCAST, and you can find more from at Vice News, VICENEWS, and also make sure to check out vicenews.com. We've got several articles up about what's been going on here in Ferguson, Missouri. This is the site of the Michael Brown protests that have been steadily escalating, a bit of back and forth. So it's a pretty ominous night. We've got a thunderstorm with the rain going on and off pretty strong. We're looking at a curfew, which has gone into effect about 3 minutes ago. Just over here, in this direction, we've got the green zone. This is where the police, down this road, there's a very large police staging area We've got all the journalists staying in the taped off little section for the press. And then straight down the opposite direction is the Quick Trip gas station. And we've got a large group of protesters that are chanting, "Hands up, don't shoot." Here comes the rain. And it is storming once again. Wow. This is pretty rough rain right now. Yeah, well, it's a few minutes past curfew, and the police haven't made any moves yet, but the protesters have gone into the middle of the street. They're chanting, "Hands up, don't shoot." It is pouring. I've never been this wet before. Now it's 12:05 a.m. 5 minutes past curfew and still no actions from the police. The protesters are now blocking one side of the street, West Florissant Avenue, and the rain's picking up really hard. So we're getting drenched here, but we're gonna make our way down to see what's up with the protesters. All right, looks like the rain's letting up just a little bit. Yeah.
So you know.
Well, they're not camera friendly.
I know.
The situation right now at the protest is way different from the other day. So we just got to make sure that we just keep an eye on everybody, keep an eye on other journalists as well. We've got the legal observers coming up just behind us. But we've also been warned several times by some of the locals. It's 12:07 a.m. here, Ferguson, Missouri. So we're just outside of Sam's Meat Market, which was looted the other day and got it pretty bad. We heard that the owners called the police repeatedly and no one came.
Yeah. I was just trying to call you back. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be possible because it's pouring the rain.
So straight across the street at Northland Chop Suey.
How long are you going to have me
I don't know if you can make that out, but there are some police lined up just on the side that's facing the protest.
Okay, look, do me a favor, email me the number and I'll try and call in. But I can't promise. But I'll be aware at 1:30 to make sure I call it. How long is the pilot? Oh, is that all? So 1:30 to 1:31. Okay.
1 second.
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
About 10 minutes past curfew, still no action from the police.
Tim?
Yep. All right, 12:09 a.m. We're getting some pretty serious warnings about what's going on. We've heard from some locals. Cortez, who is just our guide, just kept saying, "You guys want to be here for the guns. Is that it?" So we just got to be real careful, because the situation is an angry community and a lot of police. So. But if you guys want to find out more about what's going on down here, make sure to check out vicenews.com. We've got some articles up about what's been happening over the past week here in Ferguson, Missouri at the Michael Brown protests. The only thing that we're sure of is that it's been raining on and off pretty heavily. But it looks like there's some movement across the street with the police, but nothing. Doesn't look like anything's really happening yet. Yeah. Anything in particular you? Yeah. Well, it's 10 minutes past curfew. The police haven't yet made a move, but just over here we've got all the protesters out in the street chanting hands up.
Sorry, start again.
Oh. So it's about 10 minutes past curfew and the police haven't made any moves yet. We've got all the protesters out in the street now blocking the road chanting hands up, don't shoot. Just this lull that we see, so often. The other day when the police moved in, they made several warnings, but direct action just didn't come until the very end. We saw a massive police force, guns drawn, SWAT vehicles come out near a store that had been looted, and they put a few guys on the ground. Looks like we got some guys down here just enjoying beers and. So there's two young guys and a young woman just casually strolling down the street. This journalist he's giving them a warning right now.
So, everybody's tweeting that, actually.
What are they tweeting?
What I just told you guys. What I showed you on my email before. What we heard from other reporters.
Let me read what that said. Where's Reds? Yeah. Oh, that's Reds. Yeah, of course.
Oh, you're from?
All right. Well, we're seeing this going across Twitter right now. So these are things that's hard to confirm, especially when we're here on the ground. But the tweets coming out are that the police believe the group at Red's Barbecue are armed. Now, again, it's not something we can actually confirm, just what we're hearing on Twitter, but You know, our local guide Cortez was hinting at something very similar, but nothing specific. You know, he was just saying that the people down here, you know, the kids down here, they go hard, they got guns. He was pointing out people to us saying, you see that guy, you see how he's walking? That guy's got a gun. But again, you know, there's no real way for us to confirm that. Just speculative at this point. What's up? So we're hanging back by Sam's Meat Market with a bunch of other journalists. Just trying to be real careful. This group over here, they're not very camera friendly. And we've gotten several warnings before. And now that we're 15 minutes past curfew, and this group is not particularly happy. We just got to be really careful. But I can see the legal observers are right in there.
So live from the phone?
Yeah, live from the phone.
I called Cortez to make sure they're okay. I haven't heard back yet.
Okay. So we dropped Cortez and one of his friends off just right over here by this car. So we're, you know, but these guys are local. Now this is the group at Red's Barbecue. They're the ones that are staying behind. They're blocking the road right now, chanting hands up, don't shoot. We're 15 minutes past curfew and there's still no action from police.
Do you want to try and get closer? A bunch of people look like they're taking photos of something and looking at something that's happening here. Should we try?
Yeah, but those don't look like press. Those look like locals.
No, there are a few reporters.
There are a few reporters?
Yeah, there are a few cameras.
All right, we're going to try to get a little bit closer, but...
Hey, are there reporters on there?
Yeah, there are.
All right.
Not very many, but there are some down in there.
I'm going to get a little bit closer. I'm not going to, you know... We want to... The main issue is, you know, it's not so much going into the crowd, but that we're going to start wedging ourselves in between the police and the protesters. You know, the police are right there across the street. So I want to make sure we stay just on this side. So I'm not sure, I think she's still hanging back. We're chanting.
There's some kind of like, I don't know what it's called. They're making some kind of like doll?
Yeah, it's Superman.
Superman. Oh.
Yeah. So it looks like some people are starting to move down this road, and they're getting cars set up to block the street here. There's a man in a green vest saying, "Please, brother, please stop, please don't." Well, we've got 3 cars being set up in the middle of the road. It's only raining just a little bit now. We're almost 20 minutes past curfew, still nothing from the police. So 3 cars have been set up in the middle of West Florissant. And there's a guy standing up on the middle, car in the middle, and there's someone. There's a peacekeeper in the green coat saying, "Please don't advance any further." So this group's now moving forward. And there's a group of cops just here, several hundred feet away. This peacekeeper is just saying, "Please don't advance. Please don't make it escalate."
When you move, just let me know.
Okay. All right. Looks like a few police are starting to move. Looks like they're actually going around this building. All right, so it looks like these cops straight ahead are moving. We've got a large group. Shields, I see an officer with some kind of backpack. They're going back behind these buildings. Now, what we assume would happen, and what we heard from Alice that was happening on Wednesday, is the police are going to flank this intersection. So, we're seeing these officers go around behind these buildings. They're probably going to come up straight ahead. It's dark. It's hard to see, but they're coming up from behind. There's a guy holding up a Superman doll, it looks like. Is that Superman?
Yep.
No. It is? Are you sure?
I mean, I didn't see that close.
No, it might be. I can't tell what it is, actually. I'm not sure what that's a statue of.
Oh, you know what? It's some kind of hands up, don't shoot statue.
Oh, is that what it
It's
is?
like a Ken doll with his hands raised.
Yeah, okay. It's a doll with its hands up for hands up, don't shoot. All right, so now people are saying the police are coming up around the back. Yeah, the officers down there just made their move around the back. (12:23 a.m.) and it looks like there's some police movement happening. People in the crowd are starting to yell that they're coming up around the back. People are chanting, "No justice, no curfew." Someone on the megaphone is saying, "They're coming around the side, we have to go." So it looks like this group's actually starting to disperse. Oh, that's...
Attention! I do understand the frustration. We must have justice for Michael Brown. But I can tell you that this is going to be a long process. And today is not going to be the day. But I can tell you that we need each and every one of you to be out here with us tomorrow. We need each and every one of you to be out here with us tomorrow. We cannot allow for any of these brothers to be arrested on drug charges of any magnitude. So please, let's do the right thing and let's assemble peacefully and let's get out of here so that we can be back here tomorrow representing the interests of Michael Brown. We need each and every one of you here tomorrow with us. So please, let's assemble peacefully. This is about Michael Brown. This is not about anyone else. Michael Brown family is asking for Michael Brown. I could be next. You will not be next. I can assure you that you will not be next.
I'm a young black nigga with dreads.
And that's not good. And we're going to do something to change that. I can assure you that we will do something to change the conditions that each and every one of you brothers are going through. We do not like the racial profiling. We do not like the police brutality. We do not like police putting tickets on you because you're driving while black. We don't want any of that. But we want you to be able to be with us tomorrow, assembling here for the cause for justice for Michael Brown.
So there's a bus just on the other side of the street, just one block down. The people, it seems like they believe those are the police. More police are now moving around the back of this building, but again, not entirely sure what for. Hey, Claire. Claire, did you see the bus?
Ain't nobody breaking the law. They just protesting. That's where it goes. They can lock us up. So Mr. Hands out for it. I'll be out in the morning. You're right back to the hill.
So now it looks like this group is actually moving in the opposite direction. You see the bus down there?
The bus?
Yeah, there's some kind. Is that what it is?
I didn't see it, but I saw some photo that somebody tweeted of a bus like full of police getting.
Well, you see the bus straight down there, right?
It's probably down there.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Where are they at?
Well, they went around the back, right?
They went around this way, but it looks like some of them just pulled back the other direction. Someone just yelled they're going to Clayton. It's a nicer neighborhood. It's a wealthier neighborhood, I guess. In the words of Cortez. 12:27 a.m. And this group has slowly made its way forward. Now these police that were at the chop suey are actually falling back. And it looks like there's just mostly media, but a few protesters here and there are slowly inching their way forward. And the police on both sides are now walking in the opposite direction. In fact, it actually looks like the police way down at Family Dollar, they're all pulling back as well. I think we should go. Yeah, it looks like they're leaving.
But maybe they're just like getting more. They might be like, or like look, there's actually more people going that way.
Getting information.
Yeah, probably. By the way,
so we don't exactly know what the movements are the police are making. One journalist thinks maybe they're getting back to go in formation and then start making their advancement forward. That they were positioned at these businesses, like they told us earlier, to protect them. And now that, we're a half an hour, 29 minutes past curfew, we see these officers are actually all walking in the opposite direction.
I'm the motherfucking shift shaker out this motherfucking
If you had to guess what they were doing, what would you say?
Figuring out some way to fuck us.
All right.
Please don't quote me on that.
I wouldn't.
Huh? Oh. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, like, it's the journalist at the front of the pack.
Yeah, I know. And every time a journalist inches forward, protesters come up behind him. You want to go around the side and go check out what's going on with the police? Where's Elite Jay? So one of the concerns is that it's the press that are taking the front of the pack here, and then the protesters are seeing people in front, so they're moving forward. I can just hold it down, right? Oh, this? Oh, yeah, sure.
Hi, everybody.
You do both at the same time?
No.
Oh, you're just going to do this. All right, hey. So we just watched the police move back. They were lining up around the businesses down West Florissant. Now we're about a half an hour past curfew, and they actually started walking back to the end of the block. And now it looks like they're actually turning left, so we can only speculate as to what they're doing. But when they start moving back, we see the protesters start moving forward. They've been inching forward as it is, and they had a few cars blocking the road just a few minutes ago. So the best we can do is we're going to stick around and see what happens. For those that are just tuning in, we're here at the Michael Brown protests in Ferguson, Missouri. And you can find out more on vicenews.com. We've got some articles up explaining the context. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Timcast, and make sure to follow at Vice News as well for stories around the world and for more context about what's going on right now. So I'll take this back, and we'll go back into what's going on here on the ground. Can you hold this again for a second? Just point it that way. Thank you. A lot of people are getting mad at these guys driving a bit recklessly. All right, so there are the vehicles. We can see them straight ahead. It looks like the police are now getting into this lot by Field Beauty Supply. It looks like they're grouping up. Do you guys want to head down there and see what's going on? You know, it's whatever. Someone in the group using a megaphone is saying that 50 police officers are around the building.
the person that just announced that, was that a police officer or was that one of the protesters?
No, that was a protester. The police would be very, bureaucratic about how they announce they're coming around the buildings. But it would kind of defeat the purpose of sneaking around the buildings if they announced they were doing it. 12:34 a.m. We're seeing police movement, but still no orders, no direct action from the police. The protesters are slowly advancing, though. But not the entire group, only a bit. A lot of press here in the middle as well. This peacekeeper is saying they are gearing up. Please go back. We are going to see something that we've never seen before. So it definitely looks like the police they're all grouping up and getting in some kind of formation or just getting their orders. All right, looks like the police are starting to walk forward a little bit. Hey, some of the cops are starting to move forward. No, they're... What? Yeah.
Recess is over. You're going to see something that you've never seen before in your black life. Please be a part tomorrow.
Tim.
From Chicago, man.
Hey.
You've been a long-time fan, dude.
Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you. What's up? I'm soaked. Can you hold this? Just point it.
This guy's like losing his voice, begging people to go back.
All right, thanks. There's this one peacekeeper that we've been seeing. He's just trying as hard as he can to get this group to back up, but they just keep inching forward. We can see a lot of police down there. Now it looks like the back of this group is moving forward to join the front. Looks like it might be about 200 or so people. This guy's yelling they're coming. Trucks are starting to move in right now. For those that are watching or just tuning in, the police are starting to move in now. Trucks pulling up now, fast. Claire, the wall. Police vehicles now lining up. Protesters yelling, hands up. Again, the police vehicles have pulled up. Someone just ran up yelling they're coming. Looks like this group here, with everyone in the street, might be, looks like it might be 200 or so. It's hard to estimate with the group as spread out as it is. But it looks like the police are getting ready to make their move. We're hearing some bottles break. There is a lot of press here. Yep. Pull the tap. Yeah, pull that off. I'm assuming you pull it off. What? Well, I mean, it looks like something.
This is the police department. You are violating the state-imposed curfew. You must continue dispersing immediately, or you'll be subject to arrest and/or other actions.
So there it was, the first announcement. The police just said you are violating the state-issued curfew, and you must continue to disperse.
This is the police department. You are violating the state-imposed curfew. You must continue to disperse peacefully, or you will be subject to arrest and/or other actions. You must clear the roadway. You are violating the state-imposed curfew. You must disperse immediately. Failure to comply may result in arrest and/or other actions. You must disperse immediately. You are in violation of the state-imposed curfew. Failure to comply peacefully will result in arrest and/or other actions.
Now, the group that's still here is not as large as it was last night.
This is the police. You are violating the state-imposed curfew.
The trucks are starting to pull forward just a little bit.
You must disperse immediately in a peaceful manner. Failure to comply may result in arrest and/or other actions.
Looks like a few people are out.
Yeah. So it actually looks like the crowd is getting thinner. And what's actually quite interesting is that a lot of the people down here look like journalists.
Violation of the state-imposed curfew.
Journalists, observers, but it doesn't look like the same crowd that was here earlier.
Immediately and peacefully. Failure to comply will result in arrest and/or other actions. You are violating
how many of the
curfew.
Are actual protesters?
Clear the roadway.
Oh yeah, they're not from here. You can clearly see there's a lot of protesters that are not from here still in the street.
An arrest and/or other actions.
So a few of the protesters here are getting on their knees in the middle of the road and putting their hands up. But it looks like the police are inching forward very, very slowly.
And leave the area immediately. Failure to comply will result in arrest.
Now it looks like there's only about 5 or 6 activists that are in the road on their knees with their hands up, and it looks like there might be about 12 or 15 journalists taking pictures of them. So if I were to judge the amount of protesters left here based on how many people have their hands up, it definitely seems like it's 60% press. The group is definitely much smaller than it was just about 45 minutes ago. Vehicles right in front. There's the first shot. Looks like tear gas.
You must disperse the area immediately. You are in violation of the state-imposed curfew.
More tear gas fired.
You are subject to arrest. Any continued actions, you must leave immediately.
More tear gas being fired. 5 volleys.
Where's Priya?
It's landing all around us right now. Let's go. That wave is going to hit us. I don't know. All right, we're getting blanketed with tear gas now.
Where's Claire?
I don't know.
Where's your mask?
Shannon, Tom! Shannon, Tom, let's go, let's go! Tom, where are you?
I don't know.
More tear gas being fired. Just one canister, it looks like. Molotov cocktail just got thrown. Looks like chop suey's. Got a small fire going up on the side of it. More tear gas. People speeding off in their cars. More tear gas. Looks like that's the primary weapon of choice just for now. We've seen maybe a dozen or so canisters launched. Looks like people are trying to put this fire out at the chop suey store. More tear gas being fired. 1, 2, 3.
So a protester just like picked up a tear gas canister
Yeah, I
and threw it
saw.
right back at them.
That's a lot of shots now. That sounds more like rubber bullets. Huge clouds of tear gas. So someone threw a Molotov at this chop suey restaurant straight across the street, and a bunch of the protesters came to stomp it out. They put the fire out, kicked it away. You can smell the tear gas in the air. Huge clouds now obstructing our view of the street. You can see the legal observers in front of me getting down. If the police can't see through this smoke, you don't know where they're going to start aiming. More tear gas fired into the street. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shots just now. Two more. 3 shots in a single volley.
That sucks a bag of boogers.
So for those that are just tuning in, this is the site of the Mike Brown protest in Ferguson, Missouri. Police are now firing tear gas to disperse the crowd. Just a moment ago, someone threw a Molotov cocktail at Northland Chop Suey just across the street from where I'm standing, and a bunch of the protesters came to put the fire out.
You're a fucking idiot.
There's some more tear gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 canisters just got launched. They're bouncing on the ground now. Police are now coming up from behind the group.
A bunch of protesters just like started running.
Shit. Those are shots. I just heard a bullet. Well, I heard something just ricochet off the ground in front of me.
Like fire shots.
I just heard a whiz go straight past me.
Do you think that was gunshot?
Yeah. I heard something bounce right where we are. I hit the
Should we
floor
bounce
belly
right
first.
here?
What's up?
Should we like,
We should be on the ground.
should we move?
We should figure out what's going on first before we do anything.
Okay.
There's more gas being fired.
1, 2,
We just heard several loud pops come from the direction of the crowd. I heard a whiz and some kind of ricochet right where I was, and I hit the deck.
6 more gas cans.
Canisters rolling right past us right now. We're about to get blanketed in gas. "12:55 a.m. I'm up against the wall. There's a huge wave of gas, not just blanketing over us, and it's hard. Now, we just heard several pops come from the direction of the protest as police came up from behind the group. I heard a journalist yell, "Those are shots." I heard something whiz straight past me and bounce off the ground or wall right by me.
Guys, I want to get behind the cops. We need to go around and get behind them. There's a journalist in there.
Where?
With the cops, with the line. I think that's really
Yeah, I know.
interesting.
All right, well, how do you want to go about getting there?
Go around. We're moving forward.
You know, after a while, you get used to the gas.
Yeah. We can get used to gas masks. So where's it? Alicia.
Oh, really? Oh, you guys are doing it.
Alicia's right here.
Okay. I want to. I see one journalist crouching with the police line. I think it'd be interesting to find them. We know what this looks like, right? Are you good here?
You saw journalists crouching with... So what you said you saw... Yeah, no problem. No, I was asking you said you saw journalists crouching with the police.
Crouching, yeah, photographing the police line. So they're not
You want to get up in the front?
I don't want to go to here, guys.
Yeah.
In the back. You hear that, girl?
So, what'd you say?
They got guns, we got guns.
People are running now across the street. The young woman just yelled, "They got guns, we got guns."
Did you get it too? Did you help that? Nope. It was pretty nearly suffocate.
Gotta love it. This gas is really burning me up.
How many lines of police are there? I mean, there's this first line, and then there's a second line of cars right behind them, and then there's one at the end of the car. Like 3 lines of police on this. Seems excessive. Right. So then, oh my God, that's Curfew. Hello? Hey, are you okay? Where you guys at? Oh, you're going back?
Hey, were those gunshots?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
What's that?
Were those gunshots?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can come, Iyad. Iyad. Iyad.
So this group is still hanging out near Red's barbecue. The police line is pretty much still where it was, and the tear gas is dispersing, but the police are now making their move forward.
Fuck, are we okay?
I don't know.
They're gonna fucking. Well, let's stay in the light so we can say that we're media. If we all hold our cameras up.
Next to Sam? Yeah, to Sam.
I just don't want them to fucking shoot smoke and gas up here.
They did. Now there's like SWATs coming back closer to the gas station. I'm with a bunch of journalists here, so I don't know where you guys are at, but there's people running.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Just make sure when the SWAT crosses the line of sight from us that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard that.
So it looks like the SWAT truck pulled up and the group just broke in multiple directions. There are a few people still across the street, but this might be it. Yeah, he threw a Molotov at it.
Yeah, and then
a bunch of people came and kicked it out.
Yeah, but then he had like a
gas
stick or something that was on fire, and he was trying to, with a T-shirt on it, trying to catch it on fire.
Is it done? You feel like you got really what
You've not over yet. Yeah.
Did you like a lighter fluid?
I don't know if we tried to get.
So the police line is, for the most part, exactly where it was. The gas is cleared up.
But the other people tried to they extinguished it?
Yeah. I have the wireless on my belt. Is that the other one? Which one? The wireless package? The microphone? Yeah. Just putting the mic in the back.
That was the first.
1 a.m. The group is mostly gone now. I can see a few legal observers across the street near Red's Barbecue. Tear gas is all cleared up.
A buddy of mine's watching your feed.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I hear your voice.
So that was Cortez. He's right around the corner down there.
Do you say is anything going
He
on?
wanted to know what's going on down here, and he said that people said they're gonna fire at police.
I think that happened.
There's a pedestrian.
I think shots are fired. I didn't see arms that were raised.
Looks like they're fumbling around with the microphone for the LRAD.
It's the police. You need to disperse the area immediately.
Hey, media, press! Press!
You understand? You don't think it's some kind of shit?
Hey, press!
Immediately. You are violating of the curfew and subject to arrest.
Does it come back to the media?
Well, we're all going back there anyway, so we might as well stay.
No, we're not.
We're not good. Let's get them anyway.
Wait, you know you said
We got gas already in like a room.
Want to come back to the media?
For real.
So it looks like the police have cleared most people out. Tear gas is all gone, and now we're getting the order for, I guess, us to get out. We think there might have been a few gunshots that went right past us.
You must clear the area immediately. You're violating of the state post curfew. Failure to comply will result in threat. You must clear the area immediately. You are subject to arrest. You are in violation of the state-imposed curfew. Clear the area immediately. Return to your vehicle and return to your home. You are in violation of the state-imposed curfew and subject to arrest.
there on the
Yeah.
other side?
Yeah.
Where did everybody go? What happened? Why'd you guys come back here?
Because
Tim, what's it like down there?
what's up?
What's it like down there?
It looks like everyone's gone. I don't.
Like, did people? I saw people running like across the crosswalk.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I don't know how we could ever confirm this, but we heard what other people said were gunshots, what I thought were gunshots, and I heard something ricochet right in front of me, and we hit the deck.
Do you see any Molotovs or anything like that?
Yeah. Someone threw a Molotov. No, just there was one thrown at the Chinese chop suey restaurant.
Currently, they think somebody's in this building. They saw somebody move, and they're raiding her right now.
All right, so we're being told by some other journalists the police believe there's someone in this building. They saw someone move. They're raiding it now. 1:06 a.m. So Alice and Claire are just on the other side now. On the side of the entrance to this building. So again, for those just tuning in, this is the scene of the sites of the Mike Brown protest. The police have just cleared the area. There's been a lot of tear gas was fired. Most of the journalists in the area that we were at got hit with some of the gas, but we were able to keep going. It wasn't until actually what I believe were gunshots were fired, and again I believe in our direction. I heard something whiz. I heard a whizzing sound and some kind of ricochet just where I was, and all right, so something just got fired. Those are some loud bangs. I'm not sure exactly what they're firing down there. The police line's now moving forward. So we've got a white shirt officer ordering media to stay where we're at.
Looks like you're like one of the lieutenants from the
We've been instructed to stay back. Yeah, they're scattered. So now they're going to go scatter.
So we just heard from our guide Cortez that he was around the corner asking us what was going on. But we've seen people running across the street. Police are now asking everyone to come up to this line, but not any further. They believe that someone's in this building, and they're currently, looks like they're raiding the building. What happened?
Again, this is our line, right? No one goes past you. Yes, sir. Okay. Until when? Until we determine it's safe enough. All right.
So it looks like they're clearing this.
Yeah, they cleared the building.
The building's been cleared, and the police are moving forward, but we've been ordered by the police to stay this line. More bangs off in the distance. It looks like I can see there's some smoke about a block, maybe a block and a half straight ahead, so it's rising up from what looks like behind Reds, but it's hard to know exactly where it's coming from. There's some more tear gas. It's 1:10 a.m. Curfew was officially from midnight till 5 a.m., so about an hour and 10 minutes passed. And it took just about an hour, actually about 45 to 50 minutes before the police actually moved in after the curfew was supposed to go into effect.
What's up?
Hey.
His arm's fucked up.
What?
His arms are fucked up. Yeah, they started shooting right over our heads.
Does it look bad?
Oh my god.
Oh, stop talking. Let's go to the hospital.
Oh my god, you're bleeding.
What's up? Hmm?
They're up at the bus stop right there.
Hmm? Cortez?
Yeah, they were like up at the gas station.
Can you could you just hold this and point it in that direction?
It's my job, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
It was just not exactly gas. It's dark. And then they expired.
No, it was
It was tear gas. Yeah.
But they also launched.
Yeah, it was a mix. It wasn't like, and they launched a few and they didn't launch it all the way up. Like, compared to yesterday and compared to Wednesday, it was definitely
No, I like it.
But, and then they expired.
My upper lip burns a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I got Curfew. That's crazy. You guys have the scarf over your face?
They arrested. They arrested somebody, Lisa?
Looks like they got someone detained right now.
Could you hear me say?
So straight ahead, I can see a man. He's wearing a gray shirt, gray shorts. He's got his arms behind his back.
Can you hear me? I don't see any of us.
Police are yelling, "Make a hole."
No, can you hear me? I think I got good stuff.
Hey, Mark.
Sounds like police are firing more shots. Two people are being arrested right now, it looks like.
Come on, guys. Hey, really? You got that shot, huh? Both cameras? Out of the street, gentlemen. Listen to him.
So it looks like an older man and woman are now being arrested.
Those arrested are coming back.
Back behind the pole.
Yes, sir.
Move back. Just let us do
Thank you.
Do you know where
We're
they're
not
being taken?
Your show. We're just
No, I took you on when I was told. Yep.
So back behind Red's Barbecue again, I can see more smoke rising. It's probably tear gas.
Should we try?
If we're gonna assume they're using the same stuff they just used on us.
Why don't we call police and ask him?
I have you. What we should. I have you on camera walking with you. Yeah. How'd he get?
We're back. Thank you.
Hmm?
It really sucks when we're stuck. Try and go on the other side and get the alarm. Take this car. Push the other side. I gotta go to the side.
We're not gonna be able, I don't think we're gonna be able, we would have to drive around.
Well, we'll be able to drive from here.
Yeah.
No, this is what. Well, maybe not, actually. We're not gonna do
Wow, I can smell the tear gas from here. Looks like they're now clearing Sam's Meat Market, which is another business here that was looted the other day.
Yeah. How'd you do?
Oh, you were great from this end. And you were great from that end. I was like...
Excuse me, officer, was that tear gas they're firing down there?
Is all of your friends being arrested?
No, I don't think so.
No, I just.
Yeah, you want to watch it? I'm pointing at Trent.
All right, rain's picking back up.
I'm going to turn my camera off. I think you should, but I think if I turn it off,
But
That was Antonio French.
yeah.
Talked to him. Did he say if he was...
No.
He
People
was
are
arrested.
asking,
He was arrested 3 days ago.
but it looks like they're just
But now he
walking them
he's
out.
just walking them, so I'm not sure.
All right, it looks like there might be maybe a few more arrests happening right now.
That's good.
Rain's picking back up a little heavy, but it looks like there might be a couple arrests happening right here. So it looks like
Blackmail child.
man and a child are now being arrested, it seems. Not sure if the child's being arrested, but they're both definitely detained. I should say not sure if either of them are actually being arrested, but they are being detained.
Get out, yeah. That's from Johnson, isn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Can you carry this mask?
Right now. What about it?
Can you carry it? Thanks.
Does it have that something? This is probably getting ready. Over there? Oh, shit.
It's about 1:20 a.m. here in Ferguson, Missouri. The protest has been dispersed. There's been a lot of tear gas fired. Now I can't tell if that was lightning or if that was police action. Yeah, that wasn't lightning. That was most likely a flashbang grenade. We're getting rained on pretty hard now.
I'm gonna...
Should we go for cover?
Probably not gonna create another one. My phone.
We don't know this area. Which can is that?
It was on the ground. I picked it up. Was looking at it.
Yeah, I think that's a tear gas. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Is tear gas cancer over here? Yeah. If it is, I ain't touching it. It'll get on your hands, you know.
Was it tear gas, not smoke?
I believe it is. Right? That's all SWAT stuff.
It's tear gas. It's tear gas.
That's what they look like. I don't know if there's smoke ones.
So we just heard from 2 police officers that first off they said when asked is this shell tear gas? Yes. And then when asked if it was tear gas that was fired, not smoke, he said he believes so, but that's all SWAT stuff. Are you hearing that? Are you really hearing that?
That's what Twitter said. They arrested the actor.
Probably the best career movies ever made.
All right, so you can see the police now moving out of the street. Rain's giving up just a little bit. Oh wow, what is that?
Oh, sorry. We need to.
Just escorted out of the area.
So for now, it's hard to know exactly what's happening because we're being held back. But straight ahead, we can see the row of riot police and the vehicles are all just straight up at this next street light.
I hope all of you are reporting that this is not our peaceful protesters that are down there. This is this revolution group that emerged, that came down here from Chicago and tried to pull in as many people as they can. This is not our community.
Who is that? Talking?
Sorry, excuse me?
What's that?
It's not our community.
Could you identify yourself?
No. Cool. Not our community. Not our community.
Ma'am, who are you?
Cool.
These things are important. You should probably report who you are.
Who's that?
Can we just get your organization, please?
Oh, bro. It's cool. Just make sure you record that, okay?
Well, we can report it if you don't tell us.
All right, okay, then.
If it's important to say something, we're not going on record.
What are you worried about?
Large succession of bangs just straight off in this direction. Could be an echo. It's hard to know for sure exactly where the sound's coming from.
Got everybody out. From Ferguson, people who are defiant. There's a group that has their own agenda. They're more about fighting the government. It's not about, our local cause or our local issues. It's government fighters. They call themselves like Revolution Now or something like that.
inside of me. I saw them give young kids Molotov cocktails on Wednesday to throw. You were here on Wednesday. Earlier than that.
Excuse me. What's up? Yeah. All right.
Let's go cook this. I don't think he knows anything what's going on the other side.
All right. Yeah. Let me know as soon as you guys figure out. All right. So for those that are watching right now, we're just, it looks like a lot of this is, at least where we are, is cleared out. There's still police across the street, but we're sort of just kind of stuck. We want to try and figure out a way to get around and find out what's happening. It's 1:26 a.m. So to give you guys a quick recap, for those that are just tuning in, we're here in Ferguson, Missouri. This is the site of the Michael Brown protests. About a week ago, the young man was killed by a police officer, and there are conflicting reports from the police and from eyewitnesses. So it's been pretty heated down here for the past week, with protesters coming out, heavy-handed police action, but there's also been looting. Just the other day, we were down here, we saw the police moving in, which, just the protesters did not react positively to seeing the police line come in and try to disperse them. And immediately afterwards, several of the stores in this area just got looted. We saw people break the windows, go in. But on the more positive side of what happened last night, several of the protesters here went to defend the buildings. And they said that, these people are coming from out of town, from different areas, and they don't represent the community. So earlier today, there was a curfew issued by the governor from midnight until 5 a.m. and a state of emergency was declared. So, what we're seeing now, the police are clearing out the protesters who have been on the street for the past week. So if you guys want to stay apprised, find out more, I'll be here reporting on the ground. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Timcast, Timcast. And make sure to also follow at Vice News, VICENEWS, on Twitter and Instagram as well for more context about what's going on down here. You can check out, for more context, you can check out vicenews.com. We've got a few stories, outlining what's been going on this past week. You can get a better understanding of why we're seeing what we're seeing now.
Where'd you go? I was with you, and all of a sudden, I put my camera around here.
So, if what we heard earlier from I'm not entirely sure what the name and position of this gentleman is, but we did see him setting up interviews for Captain Ron Johnson. He said that, if you come and you don't park in the green zone, you'll be here till 5 a.m. Where's he at?
Just got to touch the over this way. Wait, can you give me 1 second? I need to dry up. Do you have anything dry in here? I think I do the same thing.
I'm soaked.
Maybe this little part of my sweater. Oh yeah, that's right.
should. I mean, what are you doing?
Looks like everyone's just sort of waiting around now. You know, we can't really move from here because the police aren't going to let us go any further up. Well, for now it seems like, you know, the police have cleared out most of what's happening, and we've just been sort of waiting around for the past several minutes. So we're going to go try and meet up with our guide, Cortez, who is a local here, one of the protesters, and see, you know, is anything else happening? You know, we can see the police are just searching at the end of this block, but for now we haven't really seen or heard anything. It seems like it might be coming down now, might be coming to a close. But we'll take a walk over here. We'll see what's going on before taking the stream down. So straight ahead, this is the Ferguson Market and Liquor. It's where Michael Brown, the young man who was killed, he's accused of robbing the store just minutes before his fatal confrontation with the police.
Hey man, did you walk down there? What?
Were you
guys down there?
By Sam's? Yeah.
Yeah? You can walk down there.
No, not now. Because now they push us back to where those guys are. But
So now it just looks like we got the press camera set up.
They were, by the time it started to get past about 11.
Our car's at McDonald's.
What'd you see?
Where?
Down there.
Before we had to come back, we just, you know, the crowd dispersed when the SWAT truck came in.
Anything on the person shot?
Oh, there's a report that somebody was shot?
Yep.
Yeah, what did you guys know what happened? Because I didn't hear anything.
12:53 legal observers. Well, legal observers told us that something happened at 12:53. Somebody got shot, and then
over there.
Over down there. And
when
then we had information from the peacekeeper that was standing here saying that somebody got shot. And then I also heard it on the police radio, but I didn't hear anything else.
All right.
Worst position.
When we were over there, we heard what I believed were gunshots. I heard a whizzing sound and something hit the ground right next to me, and we hit the deck. Some of the other journalists were just like, "Those are gunshots." But I guess that's the stuff that, you know, we'll work to confirm. It's hard to do when we're on the ground right now, but.
Hey, have you seen the NYU guys down there?
The NYU guys?
The free student reporters?
No, I don't know. I don't think I know who they are. All right, thanks, man. All right, well, it's 1:34 a.m., and it looks like, you know, we do have a lot going on, but it seems like things are sort of coming down. We want to try and sync back up with Cortez, our local guide. So we're going to get back to the car, and we're going to do some, just try and make some calls. And, you know, we just got in touch with him. We're going to go find him and figure out what's going on. We're hearing a lot of reports, some seeming a bit unbelievable, but some, you know, from credible journalists. So these are things that, you know, we're going to work to confirm as well. But for those that tuned in, that are standing by, that are watching, many, many thanks. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at TimCass and Instagram as well. I'll be posting photos and videos after we take the feed down. And you can also follow at Vice News for more stories around the world, more and also more context as to what's going on here. We have a few stories written up about the situation in Ferguson over the past week at vicenews.com. So it's all there for you guys. Again, many, many thanks for everybody who's tuning in. I'm going to take the feed down for now, but it will be on standby. If anything happens, I will be live once more in Ferguson. But at any rate, you'll hear from me on Twitter and Instagram. So thanks again, and take care, everyone.
remaining out 147. Disregard. 3111. Too many cars? 6112, you clearing your 10-8. Business check Hall Ferry and Chambers, 149. 3111. 3111, go. You have an ID, you don't respond to the hospital. ID to Christian Northeast, 10-4. So 4631. For 4631. One 13, 10-8, 150. Six David 21. Six David 21, 1081 to the Riverview Station at 150. Bravo 55, 59, back to my station. 10-4, 1059 at 150. Six David 23. Station as well. 10-4, 1081 to the station at 150. Ten 23 to 151. Car 21, 22, and 31, 22 broke well alarm. 21, 22, and 31, 22 broke well alarm at advance. Auto parts 9846 West Florissant, 9846 West Florissant. 127.1, 151. 21, 22, both Christian 23, 151. 31, 21. You said you're also en route. 31, 21, also en route. 120 was 152. Enter in 10-8, 152. Radio 1 communication from command post. Radio 1. Radio 1, reference to the burglary in progress, advanced auto parts is now within route 2. The address is going to be 9846, 9846 West Florissant.
10-4, we have 2 cars on the scene and 1 car en route. You said we have it as a burglar alarm. We have it is it in progress?
That's clear. Advise them that we had sent a report to the officers in the area that there's a burglary in progress.
2122, 3122, so this is going to be a burglary in progress. That's 10-4. Command post, you copy that? We're on scene and it's secure.
Command post there.
153. Cars in around 10-8. 22 are all cars 10-8 from this burglar alarm. Cars 10-8, 153.
Myself and 33 will be 23, Christian Northeast.
4631 and 33, Christian Northeast, 156. Clear 3105, sick case. 5. Clear 3105, sick case, 48350 Tanglebrook Drive, 4350 Tanglebrook. Ambulance route for 33-year-old male with trouble breathing, 123.1, 158, Kidable A for 19. 5 clear. I'm going to need a number for a warrant arrest. Number for warrant arrest, 45191, 45191. 10-4. 1081 to St. Louis County Family Court with a female. Beginning mileage is 20044 and 2190 is aware. 3106, 81 to Family Court with a female, 159. Driver 4. 10-4, 6 driver 4 out of the station, 2 o'clock. KNFA 348. $61.59. Clock. 6 driver 4. 4, 6 driver 4, show you 10-8. And thank you to Bell Fountain Cars for the assistance. 2 o'clock.
PSN 4168.
4 thanks. 1041 tonight, 2 o'clock. Charles 2. 1042, 201. $61.58, 1041. 6158, go. 3972 with 1017, 3932 with 1071, Adam 131. 41, 10-8, 201. $31.05, 1023, 202. R6 Robert 4. Or stand by just 1. R6 Robert 4, go ahead with the serial number. Copy. Paul Young, 138342. Showing no record on that. That's clear. Charles Adam Tom, 18505. No record on that as well. Twenty-one, 22, 1042, 207. 6 David 23. David 23, 6 David 21, assist 10-8 at 213. Ten 23, 215.
Car 3111, can I get a number for an assault first?
Number for an assault first is 45194, 45194.
10-4.
Radio 215.
Car 3111, can you resend the call to my computer, please?
10-4. 1113 burglaries just discovered. You're 11. So 6113 burglaries just discovered. Burglaries just discovered. 6113 burglaries just discovered. 11162 Roesta, 11162 Roesta Drive. Door's broken. Everybody doesn't seem to be anything missing. Apartment number 11, 107.0219. Car 3101, suspicious person. 3101, suspicious person, 4003 Hartwick Court, 4003 Hartwick Court. Reported the anonymous reported hear somebody running through yards. Didn't see anything, 120.0220. 6114, 10-4. Search 113. 1023, 223. Car 30 and 01, person slumped. 30 and 01, person slumped, Jennings Station and Jennings Crossing, Jennings Station and Jennings Crossing. The green Chevy Malibu at the light, occupied 2 times. Subjects appear to be asleep inside the vehicle. Advise on EMS. 130.1 at 224. Car 30 to 11023 at 226. We just got another comment. The vehicle apparently left on Jennings Station towards Florissant. 61, 14, 1023, 277. 10-4, 10-8 at 227. 6113. 6113. Can you have ID response? 6113, 10-4, 4631. Found at 10-8. Was that the code trying to call? 6113. Or 6113. Channel number for burglary. 6113 number is 45196, 45196. That's clear. And did you get whole crime scene? They were already on that shooting. I'm making a call to stack for them. Simple. 231 Cowboys 19. Car 1623, car to assist, the larceny in progress. Any car to assist, the larceny in progress. Kinwin and Lotus, Kinwin and Lotus. Contact car in a white truck at this address. In reference to subjects in a blue Buick who stole items from a party. Which is 201.1 at 232. Which car calling? King 90 en route at 232. Picture on 65 second be for a burglary. 10-6 Robert 65, your number is 1456. That's 1456.